Welcome to Vision 48 News at 5. I'm Jonah Crenshaw.
I'm Quentin Goslin.
And I'm Emma Back.
As we reach the middle of the semester, make sure you keep in mind that the last day to drop a class with a W is this Wednesday, October the 7th. Check with Registrar to get any paperwork that may be needed. There will be a $25 drop fee. With the recent LGBT decision this past summer, there's been a lot of controversy of how it may affect our school. Our own Josefa Ventura took these questions to our faculty to get the answers.
In wake of the recent LGBT marriage ruling, there has been controversy on the effects it may have on Christian schools. We spoke with several school officials to find out their stand on this issue.
Our stance has always been, what it is, and obviously we disagree with the decision as a school, and I think a lot of Christians do, and a lot of Christian schools and organizations do.
We're all in uncharted water here. I never thought I would be sitting behind my desk doing an interview about what are we going to do now that same-sex marriage is the law of the land.
We don't, as far as the school directly does not receive federal funding, but our students receive federal funding.
It certainly opens the door for the possibility that there will be challenges over funding when it comes to colleges and universities.
That's something that we need to be prepared for and make sure that our policies are in place to protect what we believe, and then kind of face whatever regulations could come our way, and they answer them as we need to.
We've made a strong commitment as an institution to uphold the truth regardless of what the government definition becomes in relationships. In other words, we're going to defend and stand by the Scripture.
Our school, through our Christian Worldview Center and other places, should be out there helping churches deal with things and leading the way on this this issue.
And if we're going to be a Christian institution, we have to be faithful to what God has said, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to believe that we're trusting in the Lord to provide for us.
Reporting for Vision 48 News, I'm Josefa Ventura.
What looked to be an exciting weekend for 4 Indiana natives ended in tragedy last Friday. At 3:13 p.m., 911 was alerted when someone reported to seeing a small airplane spiraling downward. The crash near Lake Hartwell resulted in the death of all 4 passengers. Scott Smith, Tony Elliott, Charles Smith, and Scott Bibler were all on board the small aircraft. Hurricane Joaquin continues to cause damage with all the rain it's bringing to many states, including right here at home. Here in South Carolina, the rain is being referred to as the 1,000-year flood because it's a rain that could only happen once in 1,000 years. The death toll is now up to 9, and hundreds of roads are closed. Over 26,000 people are without power. Governor Nikki Haley issued a statement Sunday warning residents in heavily affected areas about the dangers of this kind of flooding. Here in the upstate has suffered damage, but other parts of the state, including Columbia, have been hit harder. Earlier I spoke with Professor Stevens about the extent of this historic event. All right, so I'm here in studio with Andrew Stevens. So, Mr. Stevens, what can you tell us about the current conditions due to all the flooding?
Right now it's a mess, especially on the coast and in Columbia. Columbia went through a lot of flooding and still dealing with flooding. The water is out in downtown Columbia. Broken mains, I understand. I've heard that there's a dam that broke. You can't get fresh water. Consequently, water is being trucked in. The fire department, Governor Haley spoke about how the local fire department is literally bringing in tankers, 40,000 gallons of water an hour to the hospital, and that's where people are going for water. Dr. Campbell was telling me people are talking about having to set up porta potties because there's no water for sanitary. So it's a mess in downtown Columbia right now.
All right, so what about as far as like the Greenville area?
Greenville got up just over 6 inches of rain, and where there is there are trees down, some water damage. In fact, in my neighborhood, we had 2 trees down. But I have not seen much house damage in my area, although I've heard of house damage in other areas. The main thing is we just got a lot of water. The ground is soaked, and again, flash flooding. People need to be aware of that.
All right, so for those of you people looking to maybe pitch in or help out, what can they do?
Well, I was talking to Baptist Disaster Relief today, and Kathy down there said that they're right now in the initial stages of assessment, and she said that everybody is saying we don't need a flood of volunteers at this point. Right now, the word we get from Dr. McWhite, as well as from the athletic department. They're taking donations. Monetary donations are being accepted. If you want to contribute, make checks out to North Greenville and bring them by Dr. McWhite's office over in the Kraft Hempel. Also, the athletic department, as you may have seen, is taking donations for their trailer for food, water, stuffed animals, things like that.
All right, thank you very much. That's Andrew Stevens, and I'm Jonah Crenshaw. Stay tuned for more news and sports coming up after this break.
If you are running late and have yet to eat lunch, then don't worry because the CAF offers students late lunch. Starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon all week, just go to the grill and place your order. Then you can freely choose from the salad bar, cereal stations, or the dessert counter. Just because you're running late does not mean you have to go hungry. Late lunch. It's better late than never.
By coming to Psychology Club, you could learn more about the field, you could learn more about career opportunities, and you would also get to meet some really great people. Psychology Club meets once a month, usually on a Monday or a Thursday, because we want to accommodate for everyone in their different schedules. At our meetings, we discuss volunteer work and activities, and for volunteer work, we volunteered at a food pantry before, we volunteered at a garden that has food for people that can't afford it. So it's open to anyone, and we really welcome new members because we want to build the club up.
Join the Psychology Club today. Club meets once a month on a Monday or Thursday. If you're interested in getting volunteer hours or meeting new people, look them up on Facebook as the NGU Psychology Club.
Can you complete a random challenge in 7 seconds? Our social media team went out to see what kinds of challenges you could do.
What's up, North Greenville? I'm Courtney Wilbanks here with Vision 48 News. Today, we are filming a 7-second challenge where you have 7 seconds to do something absolutely crazy. Let's see what happens.
December, November, October, September, August. Oh my gosh.
Owl. Lion. Cat.
Go ahead. Stretch out more.
This hat is not just a standard hat. This is a magician's hat. You know that you want a magician's hat. Doesn't everybody need one? Versatile.
Grill!
Thank you for watching North Greenville. I'm Courtney Wilbanks here with Vision 48 News. Back to the studio.
20,000. That's how many miles one woman is attempting to travel in order to travel the length of the Americas by foot. Bethany Hughes is a 29-year-old woman embarking on this journey estimated to be 5 years long. Means of travel include cycling, canoeing, hiking, or even the use of sled dogs. She plans to visit local villages along the way. If Hughes is successful, she'll be the first woman documented to accomplish such an achievement.
With all the rain we've experienced over the last week, should we expect to see some sunshine? Here's Alyssa Ash with this week's weather.
Thanks, guys. After a very rainy weekend, we're blessed to have sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday. So set up your Eno somewhere on campus and enjoy it for a little bit before Thursday when it's back to scattered thunderstorms and rain. We have highs in the mid-70s and lows in the mid-50s, as well as on Friday and Saturday. So enjoy the sunshine now while you can. Thanks, guys.
The North Greenville University's men's lacrosse team will take part in the inaugural Face-Off for a Cause that's being hosted by Berry College in Georgia. The event will take place on Saturday, October 24th from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and will include men's lacrosse teams from Shorter University, Reinhardt University, Emmanuel College, and Young Harris College. The goal of the event is to raise $10,000 for the Wounded Warrior Project, a nonprofit organization. Admission is free, but they will accept donations at the gate. Outside hitter Kenzie Pierce earned Player of the Week honors from Conference Carolinas. The sophomore from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, tallied 44 kills, 11 digs, and 8 aces during a 4-game stretch for the Lady Crusaders. The team hosted a trio of matches over the weekend at Hayes Gymnasium. They finished the weekend with a win over Converse on Friday night and a victory on Saturday against Limestone College and Claflin University. A big crowd watched a crosstown battle between NGU and Bob Jones University last Tuesday. A goal from Lindsey Tootin helped the Lady Crusaders emerge with a 1-0 victory over the Lady Bruins. On Saturday, NGU fell at home to conference opponent Pfeiffer University 4-2. The next home match for NGU will be at 7 p.m. on October 9th against Converse. Last Wednesday, the NGU men's soccer team hosted Laurel University. The Crusaders got off to a fast start, scoring 6 goals in the first half and 3 more in the second half, cruising to a 9-0 win over the Lions. On Saturday, the Crusaders suffered a tough loss to third-ranked Pfeiffer University 5-0. NGU will return home on October 17th at 8 p.m. as they host King University. Despite the rainy weather conditions, the NGU Crusaders football team picked up their first road win of the season with a final score of 38-14 over rivals Mars Hill University. NGU will make a long road trip to Florida this weekend to face Ave Maria University at 12 p.m. on Saturday, October 10th.
Thank you for joining us all here at Vision 48 News. Check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for more news updates all week long. Fall break starts Friday at the classes, and we'll see you again Monday, October 19th, live at 5. I'm Jonah Crenshaw.
I'm Quentin Goslin.
And I'm Emma Back. Enjoy your week, North Greenville.